Y'all straight to the point, sports and entertainment. I want you to hit that like button. Sub to the channel if you are not a member, and also be sure to hit those notifications so that you're able to get all of my content and all of my videos. Shouts out to the whole entire LDBC basketball and boxing communities, and salute to all all of my subs, day ones, as well as my new subs. Um, I wanted to talk to y'all about this, uh, face of the NBA. This subject that we've been having. As you know, we're transitioning. The NBA is transitioning into a new phase in which LeBron James, uh, they're looking to move on from him being the face of the NBA. And during the All Star game, the All Star weekend, you might recall that Anthony Edwards, Ant Man, he did a lot of interviews. Um, you know, he was talking to the media, and one of the questions that was asked by the media is what he thinks about him being the face of the NBA, and he flat out told the media that you know the face is not for me. That would be for somebody like Wemby. And Ant Man was very candid, very honest, and everything. Now, a lot of the talking heads on here, including myself, a lot of the media, social media, and even in the mainstream media, have has actually felt that Anthony Edwards has a case for being the face of the league. Alex, what's up? What's going on, man? Y'all be sure to hit that like when you come in here, man. Um, but the thing about it is that I'm okay with Ant Man not being the face of the NBA, and I'm gonna get into that in just a second. Now, of course, you see, I have Ja Morant up there, who a lot of people felt at one point he was the face of the league, but unfortunately, he had ran into some trouble off the court. So they're going to give him the AI treatment, the Allen Iverson treatment, like they did Allen Iverson, and even like they did Michael Vick too, once upon a time. Please hit that like when you come in here. Appreciate it, Equestrian. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Um, and then now you have Wimby. Now, if I had to take a guess, I think that right now, just from looking at everything, it would be more suited. The face of the NBA would be more suited for a guy like Victor Wembanyama. And Ant Man, his image right now, and this has to do with off the court, man. He's got some stuff going, man. Some drama going on, some supposed baby mama drama that's been going on, uh, and that's not making his image look all that good. Now, when Michael Jordan was the face of the league, this is what we had to understand. Michael Jordan, yeah, he had the commercials. He was with Gatorade and all these other different stuff to make it seem like Michael Jordan was this innocent guy and everything like that. But if you really knew who Michael Jordan was, and you rubbed elbows with Michael Jordan, or uh, that he was further. Nobody would, just from hearing Michael Jordan talk, you wouldn't say, okay, yeah, he's the face of the league. That's not how the face of the league is, and a lot of people feel that way about LeBron James too, as well. You know, even though that LeBron James, you said salute. I thought it was a privilege to be the face of the league. Um, Face reveal. Now I've already, you saw my face. You know what I'm saying. If you didn't, if you seen me last time, or the last live, I always show my face, man. Okay, so don't come in here asking me that. You said, so I thought it was a privilege to be the face of the league. I mean, it's a privilege, but heavy is the head that holds the crown. When Yeah, I show my face all the time. Now, look, Steven, man, this is the thing. When you have a lot of that, being the face of the league, man, it comes with a lot of responsibility. No, it's all right, Percy. I'm just letting you know, man. I have a lot of stuff going, throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? So, I'll show my face and everything, man. That ain't no problem and stuff. But throughout the day, I got a lot of stuff going, man. Cheyenne, what's up with it, man? I see you in the building, man. Um, this is the thing, man. Being the face of the NBA, it's a lot that comes with that, man. You have to understand that once you're the face, you really got to move different. You're gonna be under a microscope. Like the unofficial face at one time, it was Kobe. And I say unofficial because the image, that they had placed on Kobe, you know what I'm saying, which was the whole Colorado mess and all that other stuff. Everybody was There was all this vitriol towards Kobe and stuff like that. Oh, Kobe, he cheated on his wife, and look what he did to this girl and everything and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then of course you had the black white thing, but he was more deemed as the villain, so to speak. Ant Man, what he's saying basically that Ant Man, just to flat out, Ant Man really doesn't care about any of that stuff, man. All he wants to do is live his life as a young dude right now. He doesn't have a family. He's not married. He's not in a committed relationship. He's putting babies out everywhere and stuff like that. That's not somebody that the NBA is really gonna look at. Now, when it comes to now when it comes to the face of the NBA, they'll look at a guy like LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Now, even though LeBron has he has some stuff about him that you question. Not everybody, not everybody is able to do what LeBron is doing in terms of having a family and being with his wife, being with his high school sweetheart and stuff like that. That's how they look at it now. Michael Jordan, yes, he was married at one point, but then of course he had some stuff that went on with his marriage and stuff like that. I'm just mentioning guys that were the face of the NBA or whatnot. Um, Here's another thing too, man. With Victor Wembanyama, I like that Victor Wembanyama could be the face of the league, and here's why, man. Victor Wembanyama exemplifies what it is to be an NBA player, to come in, to work hard, to just to be that guy, man, that's gonna be about hard work and want to get better every single season. You don't hear about nothing about him off the court or anything. And listen, this is another thing. Even if you hear about something that happens off the court or whatever, I think people tend to forget that these guys are human. They're human beings. And but the sad thing about everything, man, is that they treat these guys like robots. You know, Ant Man, even though that he's going through what he's going through or whatever, he's still a human being. Now I don't like how he's moving all tacky, having babies everywhere and stuff like that. That's not a that's not a good thing to to be moving like that. Especially when you consider the fact that you know black men already have this aura about them that okay, yeah, all they want to do is just go around making babies and stuff like that. You said the NBA needs two faces and uh, an American face and an international face. That's the only way I see the things moving forward. That's a great idea, man. And you know what? I never even looked at it like that. Yeah, that I think that would be yeah because you know if you have let's say for instance you have Ant Man if they did choose him as a face, and then of course you have Wemby or they'll say Ja or they'll say Jokic. Listen, I think like in order for you to be the face of the NBA, you do have to be you have to be marketable. You have to be able to you got to be media savvy. You know, Michael Jordan, he was media savvy, but the thing about Michael Jordan is that everybody knew that he had a temper and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that was in practice. That's that's how he was when he was competing and stuff like that. But he was able to turn that side of Michael Jordan off and then go ahead and talk to the media and be professional about it. You say what you want about MJ, man. MJ to me was good at at being able to be trickery with the media, so to speak, or whatever. You have a lot of guys like LeBron James. LeBron James, I mean, everybody talks about how good he is with the media and stuff like that. LeBron James really isn't all that good with the media. Matter of fact, LeBron James is very passive aggressive, you know, and that right there to me is not really all that great. I know a lot of people, they don't want to talk about this, but Kobe was real good with the media. You know, Kobe actually gave great. Yeah, he liked to manipulate. Yeah, exactly. Just like he did right now. Michael Jordan didn't move tacky like that. You know, when it comes, if you're gonna be the face of the NBA, you don't show up the day of, you know, a little bit before the All Star game and say, "Well, I'm not playing" or anything like that. First off, that's unprofessional. Okay, and then on top of that, man, that's unethical too. Because listen, whether we want to believe it or not, this is these guys' jobs, man. I know y'all think that these guys they just do this for fun and all this other stuff, which they do. They a lot of them do love it, but at the same time, these guys get paid for this. These guys got to eat. These guys got kids, wives, this, that, and the third. So that's what we have to look at it as. But Kobe was real good with the media. Kobe gave great interviews. I see Anthony Davis got his street clothes from. You crazy, man. Yeah, I mean, look, bro. At the end of the day, Shyam, the way that I look at it, man, this is how I look at it. A lot of these guys aren't cut out to be the face of the NBA. It's a lot of you said taking an All Star pick in street clothes. Yeah, exactly. It is, man. But a lot of these guys, they're not fit to be the NBA. The face of the NBA. It comes with a lot of responsibility. Like you're gonna be scrutinized. You're not. You think that you're gonna be able to fly up under the radar and stuff like that. Nah, that's not gonna happen when you the face of the league. you see Mike, what's it called? LeBron. He ain't got no privacy no more. Anything. And if you're the face of the league, they're gonna talk about you all the time. Now with Giannis, there's been some questions about Giannis. Could he be the face of the league and stuff like that? But a lot of people felt like Giannis's personality, doesn't quite fit with being with the face of the league. But Giannis actually is a professional dude. He keeps things professional. To me, Giannis does exemplify the face of the league in a lot of ways. And let me explain why. Because Giannis, he does work hard and stuff. He does. He's tenacious. How he approaches the game. Now, there's been some things about Giannis that you'll be like, you got to question sometimes or whatnot. But for the most part, when you line him up along with LeBron James, I look at Giannis more as somebody that you would want to follow. And don't give me all this. Well, he doesn't have a complete game because LeBron James don't got no complete game either. But they made him the face. There's been stuff that he hasn't got together. Him being in the league 20 years, and he still got to work on stuff. So I know because I already know what people gonna say. They're gonna sit up there. They're gonna be like, "Well, Giannis, he ain't got no shot. Giannis, he can't. He can't do this or he can't do that." It's not necessarily all about skills or whatnot. Because if we're gonna go by that logic, then you got to look at LeBron and some of the stuff that he needed to work on. So but just looking at it from a grand scheme of things, I really think that Wemby should be like he should be the face, um, moving forward because Ant really doesn't want to. He really doesn't want that. And then with Ja, Ja's got a bad boy image. Okay, let's just call it what it is. He might not be a bad boy or no shit like that, but he's got a bad boy image. They're giving him the AI Michael Vick treatment. And I say that because when Michael Vick came in, he took the league by storm in the NFL. They were dazzled by his athleticism, his speed, and him being able to take over game and all this other stuff. The fashion, him being having a relationship with hip hop, of course, in the urban community and stuff like that. But at the same time, he had a bullseye on his back too, and AI was the same thing. But see, everybody was liking AI. Everybody was wearing AI shoes. They were wearing the Bubba Chucks. They were wearing the questions and all that other stuff. They liked the fact that he came out the gate and he shook Jordan and stuff like that. To me, Allen Iverson was the unofficial face of the NBA for quite some time. Yeah, you had Jordan in there. And like I said, I'll say unofficial. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference. You said the NBA should have used Steph Curry as a face back in 2016, but when he signed with Under Armour, they can't use a non-like client as the face, a non-Nike client as the face of the IMO. Yeah, but the thing about it is, I mean, Ant Man is with Adidas. Ant Man is was with Adidas. You know what I'm saying? And they were actually considering him being with being the face of the NBA. And then you also got to look at Luca. Luca is with Jordan Brand, right? You got to look at Luca. Some people have looked at Luca as possibly being the face. Do I have a problem with Luca being the face? Absolutely not. I think Luca um, he has the case for being the face of the NBA, and the reason is because for what Luca has done in his short tenure in the career, you got to look at that because if we're gonna say that Pat Mahomes, who in my opinion, this is my opinion, Pat Mahomes is the face of the NFL. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. Pat Mahomes is the face of the NFL. You could also argue Lamar Jackson, but Pat Mahomes is the face. You look at Pat Mahomes, what he's done in his relatively short career. You look at Luka Doncic. what he's done. He has a case. You talk about 5-time All NBA. Don't took his team to the finals and everything like that. Only thing is just getting over that hump. But like I said, he has a case for being the face of the NBA. But just getting back to Ja, I think they have a problem with Ja because Ja, he has this bad boy image and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I think the NBA they want to try to move away from that. At one time, that was actually marketable. When you talked about like the bad boy image and the hip hop and stuff like that, even though they're Stern, he wasn't taking a liking to that too much, you know. But yeah, Steph Curry, he was an unofficial face. Yeah, like because if you have people trying to emulate what you're doing, which is the art of shooting, and everybody figuring that okay, I can make a living just shooting the ball and being a 3 point specialist and everything. I mean, that right there should tell you who everybody's trying to be like. I haven't seen anybody say, okay, yeah, I want to pattern my game after LeBron James or whatnot. I haven't seen I haven't seen that many people try to take from LeBron's game, but you've seen a lot of people try to take from Kobe's game. You've seen a lot of people try to take from MJ game, but both the same. And I want to say this too as well, man. I'm sick of people saying this. I've seen people say, "Oh yeah, Kobe was another MJ." Listen, man, their games were similar, but they were also different. So that's why, like, I don't understand why people sit up there and say, "Oh yeah, if you're gonna say MJ, you might as well say Kobe." No, that's not the case, man. There were a lot of things that Kobe did great that Michael didn't necessarily do as good as Kobe, and vice versa. That's what we have to understand. They were still they okay. He patterned his game a lot of what you see after MJ, but he also created some of his own stuff and put a lot of mustard and put a lot of pizzazz on his own and put a lot of swag on what he did. And it was the same thing with MJ. A lot of people got to realize this. MJ grew up watching David Thompson. He grew up watching Dr. J, Connie Hawkins. You know what I'm saying? Some of those guys, Elgin Baylor, all those guys or whatever. He put a little mustard on it. You know what I'm saying? You said the only game they take from LeBron is winning to the refs and flopping around the ground. Yeah, man. Man, like I haven't seen anybody Cheyenne be like, yeah, I saw LeBron do this. It's because his game wasn't really necessarily predicated on fundamentals a lot of times. He just had a natural God given ability. First off, he was a very big specimen. Okay, he was a big genetic specimen or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not gonna be 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", and everything, and be able to be a locomotive and be as fast as he is, and be able to play, without any injuries and stuff like that. That you're not gonna find that many, and you're not gonna find anybody with the court vision that LeBron has and stuff like that, and some of the ball handling ability. Not to say that he's like a Kyrie Irving and no shit like that, but for his size, he can handle the rock and everything. But at the same time, he doesn't have a lot of the fundamentals that Jordan had. He didn't have a lot of the fundamentals that Kobe had. He doesn't have the tenacity like Jordan had or Kobe had, and he doesn't have the clutch gene like Kobe and Jordan had. You know what I'm saying? And that's why to me, I've never seen anybody try to be like, you know what, I got to work on this, like LeBron or anything like that. You'll see more people trying to pull up from 40 and try to do, all the, the handles and stuff like that that Curry do. You say LeBron missed out on college. Well, he was already ineligible for college when he got that NBA. I mean, when he got that Hummer, Cheyenne, we knew that he wasn't going to college at all. Me myself personally, I wouldn't have wanted to see LeBron in college. You know what I'm saying? Like he just had it. Like when LeBron was green, I enjoyed that version of LeBron because he was raw talent, had a lot of things that he needed to hone. Like, I hadn't seen nobody right out the gate. I think they played what? They played Sacramento. They played Sacramento the first game. I hadn't seen nobody right out the gate put up 25 like that. You know what I'm saying? I was actually anticipating seeing what the dude was going to do. I thought he was going, how they talk about all this bus stuff and all that other stuff. I thought he was going to succumb to the pressure, and he lived up. He lived up to the pressure, whatever. The only thing that he didn't live up to was him being able to hone some of the skills that he needed to work on and master that. Did he have a few things that he tried to get better at? Yeah, but there's a lot of things like the clutch factor. Sometimes you just never you just don't have that ability to knock down clutch shot. You're not a clutch shot maker or a clutch shot taker. Then on top of that, your free throws are still lagging. You know what I'm saying? At this stage of your career, you don't, your footwork is still not the best or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You still got to work on being in the post and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that LeBron still needed to work on, but that he never got better at. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like when you missed out on college, you missed some of those essentials. You know what I'm saying? You missed a lot of those essentials. Now, luckily for a guy like Kobe, in his case, even though he came out of high school, Kobe worked religiously on getting better. He was adding something to his game every single season. One season, he was adding the one hand runner. You know what I'm saying? Another season, he was adding trickery uh, in the post to where to get guys off of balance and stuff, and then draw the foul. Then another season, he was working on his body, working on bulking up and stuff. You saw something different every single season that was added to Kobe Bryant's game, and that's what you saw. Um, but yeah, man. When it comes to the face of the league, man, I don't think that Ant Man is really he's not cut out for it, man. You know, he's gonna be a tremendous player. He's gonna be great. Um, he's entertaining to watch. Anthony Edwards. We're not gonna act like Anthony Edwards is not box office. Now, box office appeal, yes, you can understand why people would say Ant Man. You can understand that, but um, yeah, man. I mean, and then with Ja, I want him to be the face of the league. I like Ja's game because both of those guys. When you talk about Ja, when you talk about Wimby, and when you talk about Ant Man, those guys are really exciting to watch. Like Wimby is making the case because Wimby actually shows up when needed to be. Like when he showed up in the Garden, he showed up and showed out. When he first time he played in Lakerland, he showed up and he showed out. That's what he did. You know. So yeah, man. Um, hold on one second, y'all. Hold on. Now, another thing that I needed to talk about, man. I want to give a shout out to the brother Too Raw for TV. I saw him talking about this earlier. Now, basically, what Too Raw for TV was basically saying, man, is that Paul George had came out. You said, "Here comes podcast." Yeah, I know, man. I know. We talking about him again, but And you know, it was funny. I was just talking about Paul George in the previous live, man. And what I was basically saying is that Paul George is not motivated to really play. He's not motivated. He's not motivated to play. And to me, that's that has to do with Joel Embiid. You know, Joel Embiid rubs off on a lot of guys. Pause. Man, Joel Embiid, he is, you know, his stuff is, you know, in terms of his attitude and stuff, it is very contagious. The only person that I don't think that's really having it, man, is Maxi. But man, his energy, man, is like it is so it kills the vibe. Everybody talk about Kendrick Lamar, you know, don't kill my vibe, stuff like that. That there you go. You have it with Joel Embiid. He destroys and he kills the vibe. You know, um, but Paul George had basically stated that a lot of these guys need to play harder and all this other stuff. You know, when it comes to the All Star games and stuff like that, man. Listen, Paul George, you don't have no reason to talk. Like Paul George, you know what I'm saying? You know, okay. Were you an all star level player? Yes, you were. You were an all star level player at one point. But let's just call it what it is, man. Over the past couple seasons, Paul George, you really can't be talking about anybody else saying they need to play harder and do all this other stuff. I give you props for what you did the previous season, but at the same time, man, uh, people are always going to hold you to a higher standard too because it's like you do really good in the regular season, but then when it comes to the playoffs, guess what? We got to look out for you. It's like, damn, where's Paul George at? We thought Paul George was going to show up. We thought Paul George was going to be that MVP candidate. We thought Paul George was going to be that guy that was, going to be the savior that was going to get us over the hump and everything. You know what I'm saying? So really, I understand where Paul George is coming from and what he's saying, and I actually agree with him. But I don't think that Paul George has the right to be talking. To really be saying anything, especially considering the season that you got right now. See, that's the difference, and that is what I'm talking about. The difference between now and yesterday's players. Yesterday's players, man, they didn't do no talking, man. If they felt the type of way, man, they would go ahead and you would definitely feel their presence, you know what I'm saying, on the court. They didn't sit up there saying all this stuff, you know, on their pod, on the radio and none of that other stuff. Nah, man, if they felt some type of way, guess what, man? You was gonna feel their wrath that next game or something like that, when they would talk down on Jordan and say that he couldn't shoot 3-pointer, guess what? He'd come out there and show your ass that he could shoot a 3-pointer. When they would sit up there and they would foul the shit out of Shaq, talk about hacking Shaq, guess what? Shaq would come back out there, you know what I'm saying, and show you what's up. They would talk down on Kobe, saying that they couldn't win the championship. Never would get a championship again since Shaq left. Guess what? He pounded the pavement and got up out of there, man. He got him up out of that notion that they couldn't win the championship. And that's what I'm saying. These guys are different. Like Paul George, and I'm man, I'm disappointed in Paul George because this is a guy that grew up watching Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Kobe was his favorite player. Grew up, watching guys like T Mac. You know what I'm saying? Jordan, of course. Man, listen, bro. What you got to do right now? You need to focus right now on doing your best to show up. With the Philly. Like, look, if I'm Paul George, I'm like, look. Fuck it. I'm going to have to be the first option right now, man, because I'm not going to let us lose, but you don't have that desire no more. You talking about everybody else need desire, man. You need desire right now. You need desire. Fire, baby. That's what you need, man. You need that fire and desire, man, to play, man. For those of y'all don't know, that's Ashford and Simpson. Y'all don't know nothing about that, man. That's way back in the day. But the thing about it is, man, Paul George, man, like you shouldn't be saying anything. Look, we know that you suffered in a lot of people's mind the most devastating injury, man. That a lot of people have seen you, unfortunately, suffer, man. But at the same time, you was able to come back. Like it's a blessing that you could even walk again, much less run up and down a NBA floor for 40 plus minutes. It's a blessing. But at the same time, you done got over that. You done showed people that you were MVP candidate or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now people are expecting you, like, a couple guys in here that, really like Paul George. They want him to bounce back and be that Paul George that was in Indianapolis. They want him to be that Paul George that was in OKC. They wanted to be that Paul George, you know what I'm saying, that was, beginning of the, tenure of the Clippers. I mean, we could do without the playoff P or way out P or, all this pressure that you let mount against you, and you unfortunately get defeated when it comes to you being in the playoffs and stuff. Now, look, man, I know a lot of people probably think I'm being harsh. I'm too hard on Paul George and stuff like that. When you say shit like this, well, yeah. I mean, you're supposed to just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna handle my business. Hey, you say that you say that I'm not the player that I want you to be. I'm gonna go ahead and get in the gym. I'm gonna show you. You say that I can't play in the playoffs that good. Look, I'm gonna get in the gym and I'm gonna show you. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't understand these guys. And I'm about to say something, but some people probably finna disagree. I know, but it just has to be said. Man, you talking like you want to be, you should be retired. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being real, man. Like, if you putting up 2 points in 37 minutes, to me, it's something wrong with that. It seems that you not motivated to play the game. That's what it seems like. I mean, I'm just keeping it 100, man. It's either like do a lot of people a favor, do your fans a favor, do the organization a favor, do everybody else a favor, and just go ahead and retire, man. Live your life. You know what I'm saying? Will you be a Hall of Famer? I think you will. I think you will be a Hall of Famer because you did make it to some conference finals and everything, and you were in the MVP conversations, and you have been an All Star and everything. But at the same time, man, right now you are in the present. We're not trying to think, like, if you're not thinking about the after life of basketball yet, well, now you should be thinking about the present life of basketball. And what you need to do is get out there, man. And okay, you say that they're not playing harder, then you play harder. You say that they're not playing defense, be that defender that you used to be over there in Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Or somewhat in OKC. Cause like I said, man, Paul George, he was at one point. He was one of the two. He was one of the best two-way players in the league. Matt Moses, what's going down? How you feeling, man? He said he got L.A. The Lakers is back, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though you don't know what team you want to choose. 1 minute he L.A. You know what I'm saying? Next minute he Cleveland. Then next minute he OKC. Then next week he New York. Then, you know what I'm saying, come Christmas time, he Miami. You know what I'm saying? Then he'd be like, you know what, man, I can't stand none of them. I go over there to New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Matt be over there. He's like, oh, man, I thought you was a Pelicans fan. He's like, nah, man, I'm a Bulls fan. They'd be like, man, I ain't tell you I was no Bulls fan. Nah, man, I went to Clippers. They'd be like, man, when you become a Grizzly fan? He was like, yeah, man, that's after the Bulls pissed me off last night. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you. Oh man. Man, I thought, no, wait a minute, man. You know you capping, man, because Yeah, man, you sat up in here like about a month ago. You talking about Cleveland was going to the ship, man. Come on, Matt. Come on, Matt. Keep it consistent. Please hit that like when you come in here. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. That's all you got to do, man. It don't cost no money. I mean, hell, I mean, y'all up in here buying burgers and fries and a shake and all that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, give your boy a like. But yeah, Matt, you up in here, man, you told me that Cleveland would go all the way. So which one is it? Is it Lucas, Laker, or Cleveland? You know what I'm saying? You said Podcast P and MB too busy going to them freaky party, man, allegedly. But man, this is my thing. How the hell you gonna go to This is my thing, Cheyenne. How the hell you gonna go to parties or whatever, but your ass can't barely move. You hurt all the goddamn time. I mean, damn, you got hyperextended knees and shit, you know what I'm saying? Embiid is a walking injury. Rib hurt, hand hurt, eye hurt, nose hurt, goddamn elbow hurt, you know what I'm saying? Knee hurt, ankle hurt. You say, yeah, Cleveland, my East, like, I'm saying though, but you were just talking about the Cleveland was gonna win it all. You said Cleveland versus Denver, man. Steven, man, salute to you, man. I'm gonna need you to stop making these predictions, man, because your predictions be off. Now, okay, you had the one with Dallas or whatever, but man, Denver is not going, and I don't know about Cleveland. You know what? Hey, Matt Moses and Cheyenne and Steven, I'm gonna be real with you. Like I told y'all yesterday, I feel like Detroit can could possibly come out the East. Detroit could possibly come out the East, man. Like, if you get in a situation, man, and you get in a tussle with Detroit, I think that them better teams like the Boston, like the New York, you know what I'm saying, like the Cleveland or whatever, they'll be under pressure. Can't forget about Orlando either. You said that was before Luka trade. Things have changed. Man, you see, man, and that's what I'm saying, man. You flipped the script quick or whatever. Now Luka done came there, now you in there. Kobe Bryant film room in the building. Make sure you go sub to the brother. Kobe Bryant film room in this bitch. Let me rinse you up. Excellent, excellent, excellent content over there. You hear me? Go sub to that brother. Kobe Bryant film room. Matter of fact, we were just talking about Mamba. I love what he talked about yesterday, talking about the great MJ. I peeked in on there yesterday, Kobe Bryant film room. Salute to you, though, brother. Salute to you. Man, we just up in here chilling, man. I'm trying to tell this nigga right here, man. Look, bruh. Look, Paul George, he either need to play or sit your ass down. Like I told people, I know everything about Paul George. I'm pretty sure Kobe Bryant film room know about him, too. Paul George loves some Kobe Bryant, but he ain't got no Mamba mentality. He ain't got no Mamba mentality, man. He don't got it. You know what I'm saying? You said Kobe was my favorite. Man, Kobe wasn't your favorite player, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Kobe didn't switch up. Like how you be switching up. You got like 4-5 teams. You got 4-5 teams, you know what I'm saying? Kobe stayed with one team his whole career. He stayed with LA. He if you might as well be with LeBron then. You know what I'm saying? 1 minute you in Miami. Next minute you in LA. Then you want to go to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you want to be? You said the Big O. Man, shout out to the Big O. Yeah, he did. You said PG bullshit. Yeah, we know he is, man. 2 points in 37 minutes. Now, look, like I said, Kobe Bryant film room, Cheyenne, Matt Moses, and everything. Like I was saying yesterday in that live, you too, Steven. Like I was saying yesterday, he's not motivated because of that motherfucker Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid done rubbed off on him, man. Like, motherfuckers don't even want to play. Look, every time somebody go over there, whether it's, okay, he came in with Ben Simmons. He was unmotivated by Joel Embiid. Now you got the Clippers over there, man. Ben Simmons over there playing good ball over there with that one game with the Clippers. Man, James Harden, he went over there. Even though James Harden, lazy than the motherfucker, didn't show up for the playoffs or whatever, he didn't want to be there. Jimmy Butler, he didn't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? What? You just now subscribing to Kobe Bryant Film Room? What's wrong with you? Man, y'all run up, man, Kobe Bryant film room. Nah, man, you need to go there, go fuck with his channel. Nah, I go over there, man. Nah, hey, they be over there. They be over there getting it in. Go sub to his channel. I'm telling your ass right now. Go over there. Yeah, the retirement coming soon. Yes, everybody ready to move on. I want to see Wemby. I want a new damn All-Star game. I don't want none of this goddamn format. I want to see guys going hard. I want to see some young motherfuckers out there, playing. Look, they up in there talking about the All-Star game was trash and shit like that. Look, I disagree. The only thing that was trash was the format. Other than that, I like the fact that Matt McClung was doing his Vince Sanity type of shit in there. You said Latrade. Man, they ain't trading that motherfucker. Man, don't nobody want LeBron like that, man. You said Luka bring him back. Man, he got to be in shape to do Showtime, Matt Moses. You got to be in shape. Like, we got to stop saying all this Showtime. You got to be in shape to bring back Showtime. If anybody could do like a carbon copy of Showtime, Matt Moses, it would be the H-Town Rockets. Now, that's who you need to be. Listen, I'm going to tell you something before I get to Kobe Bryant film room comment. Amen Thompson, that dude right there be hooping. The Thompson brother, Jalen Green, but Amen Thompson, that motherfucker can hoop, man. Amen Thompson, I like the way he get to the rack. I like the way he finishes and everything, man. Amen Thompson can handle the rock. He can pull up on your ass. He can do it all. You say Young PG was an animal, but if he's hurt, he got to sit down because the Sixers are finna throw him under the bus. Yeah, he's getting older, man. That's what I was talking about earlier, Kobe Bryant. Listen, man, that injury really messed up Paul George. He wasn't the same, unfortunately. I'm glad he battled back, had the MVP season. I think it was like second in MVP voting or something, second or third in MVP voting. You know what I'm saying? But he could never get over the hump in the playoffs, man. That's been the knock on him. You know what I'm saying? He can't capitalize. And in order for you to be great, for you to be in the same sentence as the Michael Jordan, as the Kobe Bryants, as the Magic Johnsons, Isaiah Thomas, Larry Bird, all of them, you know what I'm saying? Hakeem Olajuwon, you got to finish, man, and you got to capitalize. That's why, like LeBron, I can't put him, you can't skip Kobe, man. Kobe capitalized when needed to be. You said so Luka wasn't just in the finals last year, but he's overweight. I'm not believing this narrative about it. No, I agree with Luka. Luka took that motherfucking team to the finals. Luka took that team to the finals. That's why I don't understand the trade. I disagree with them trading him. Like Nico Harrison, but he was just doing that because Dumont wanted him out of there. I don't believe that Nico Harrison even wanted him to go and everything. I feel like he being a robot and shit like that. Got that motherfucker, got death threats and all that other stuff. Listen, man, they traded that motherfucker in the middle of the night, man. Luka's a 5-time All-NBA. You know what I'm saying? Could he pass the ball a little bit more? Yeah. Does he need to cut down on the turnovers? Yeah. Do we need to stop coming up in there out of shape? Yeah. But other than that, the motherfucker still made it to the finals. Made it to the Western Conference Final the year before last. You said Brian Dunn, he's on those Diddy tapes. I ain't even gonna get in there. You said Adam Silver was the undercover GM for the label. Yeah, it probably was. You said the Thompsons look like true Kobe's in high school. Man, I'm telling you, for those of y'all that ain't watching H-Town Rockets, y'all got to pay attention to them. That's what I'm talking about. Kobe Bryant film room, Cheyenne, Matt Moses, everybody up in here, man. Listen. They don't market these other guys. Everybody focuses on LeBron. Y'all complain about LeBron 24/7, 365. Y'all ready for this man to leave? Then quit talking about him. That's the easy way. If you don't want to get this man no more power, don't talk about him no more. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the guys that you like. Talk about the Kobe Bryant. Talk about the Jordan. Talk about everybody else, you know what I'm saying, who benefit. And talk about some of these young guys. Like, I'm going to talk about Thompson. I'm going to talk about Jalen Grant. I'm going to talk about Ant-Man. I'm going to talk about Wemby. We, you know what I'm saying? We going to talk about, not Norman Powell, damn. Well, Norman Powell hooping too. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about some of these young guys, man, that need their credit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do around here. You said so many. You said so many LeBron Diddy memes online. That's not a good look for the NBA. No, it's not, man. That's why I don't really even get into it. You know what I'm saying? But the case has done been thrown out. Newsflash: Jay-Z case thrown out. Russell Simmons case, they done dismissed that, and Diddy case or whatever. You said the NBA is milking him for every cent before he retired, and he ain't even making that much money, man. Like he ain't even one of the highest paid players in the NBA. Believe it or not, there's a lot. Jimmy Butler make more than LeBron James. Did y'all know that? You know what I'm saying? LeBron's really not making that much money or whatever. You said Tony Busby coming with more allegations. Yeah, he could do all that stuff, man, but it don't matter. It's just allegations. You know what I'm saying? They just trying to drag this thing on, man. They trying to keep you blinded, man. Meanwhile, man, I stay woke over here. You know what I'm saying? They trying to keep you distracted. You know what I'm saying? With this whole Meech and Rick Ross 50 Cent thing, you know what I'm saying, Southwest T, all that other stuff. They're trying to keep you distracted, you know what I'm saying, with all this other entertainment stuff that ain't got shit to do with what's going on. Meanwhile, we got a shortage of eggs going on around this motherfucker. Motherfuckers is losing their jobs, you know what I'm saying, layoffs happening, all this other stuff. Man, come on, man, let's talk about that. You know, federal workers getting fired, all that stuff. Meanwhile, y'all focus on Diddy, Russell Simmons, Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? Y'all focus on Beyonce, Blue Ivy, and all these other motherfuckers, man. I don't like give a fuck about them, man. Shit, I'm concerned about my motherfucking kids up in the house. You know what I'm talking about? You said fat these YouTubers are supposed to prop up the newer gym. I do. Man, you already know I do over here. I appreciate it. Yo, I'm burnt out talking about LeBron, focusing on the legends. Who competing. Yeah, listen, hey, that's what I be saying. Like, look, if y'all want to play that game, like I said, Kobe and Cheyenne and Matt Moses definitely know how I rock too. I don't like talking about LeBron James 24/7, 365. You know what I'm saying? We done talked about this man for 22 years. You know what I'm saying? I like watching that motherfucker Matt McClung do some crazy funky shit, man. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, Matt McClung, he ain't scared, man. That motherfucker doing dunk contests, dunks in the game. Matt McClung need a contract. Matt McClung making that motherfucker entertaining. I'm gonna try to find some stuff that people like, man. I ain't gonna try to sit up here and just say, oh yeah, the All-Star game trash. I don't like this. I don't like that. Man, I don't want to be sitting around here all disgruntled and shit like that about a league that I grew up watching. Nah, man, All-Star Weekend is what we look forward to. We look forward to the slam dunk contest. Man, you look forward to, man, grabbing a badass female, you know what I'm saying? Big old derriere, you know what I'm saying? Looking good. Smelling good, you know what I'm saying? Go watch that motherfucker somewhere at somebody's house. You know what I'm saying? Now, man, that don't nobody even want to watch that motherfucker. They like, look, oh, the All-Star game happened? Oh, tell me what happened. Nah, everybody was tuning in. You said, yeah, because they are all sponsored by the NBA, bro. Until this case is over, they will keep bringing his name up. Well, listen, Matt Moses. That's why we had the LDBC, brother. That's why we had the LDBC, okay? Come on over here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you in the Diddy, you know what I'm saying? If you in the Kanye, you know what I'm saying? You in the you in the goddamn Russell Simmons and all that other shit. Go over there. Okay, but over here we gonna talk basketball, man. I don't give a fuck what they got going. Shit, is Diddy paying your bills? No. Shit, Diddy don't even give a fuck about you, nigga. He don't give a fuck about me. He don't give a fuck about nobody. All he cares about himself. You see that motherfucker crying, trying to get up out of jail and shit. He don't care about nothing you got going. Russell Simmons don't care about you. That's why his ass out of the country and shit. You know what I'm saying? They're like, man, that motherfucker ain't coming back. They threw that shit out. Man, look, man. I care about round ball, basketball. That's what we care about. You know what I'm saying? I care about, you know what I'm saying, watching the Philadelphia 76ers, watching the LA Lakers, you know what I'm saying, watching the Boston Celtics, watching some of these old teams. What's going to be coming in the next couple years? Who's going to be carrying over as our new commissioner? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, man. That's what I'm worried about. Man, they talk about getting some other dude as a commissioner or some shit like that. No, get Joe Dumars' ass in there. All you got to do is just get Joe Dumars, but they want to get another motherfucker that got international connections and all this other stuff. No, I want Joe Dumars in there. You say I did a stream on Mac. I'm really trying to enjoy these games. I want the game to progress. LeBron greatness got to stand on his own. I'm not going to keep comparing him to exactly, man. You said Adam Silver is in bed with LeBron. Exactly, man. Listen, man. I like what Kobe just said, man. The only way that you're gonna be able to move past it is because listen, Matt, what y'all not realizing, the more you keep talking about him, it's whether listen, what you got to understand is whether it's good controversy or bad controversy, it's still gonna sell. Controversy still sells. Like LeBron not playing and shit like that. Everybody talking about it. The media going into frenzy. Oh, LeBron didn't play. LeBron disgusting and all this other stuff. At the end of the day, LeBron still got a job. LeBron's still 40 years old, still gonna be playing. You know what I'm saying? And I like what Kobe said. Also, he said, we got to start. Listen, man. We know good and goddamn well he don't belong with his name right next to Jordan. Everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? Now, LeBron, is he one of the all-time greats? Absolutely. But in my opinion, how you going to skip some of these guys, man? You ain't even got no more rings than Duncan, man. Hell, you got the same amount as Steph Curry. Why ain't we talking about Steph Curry? And Steph Curry did the same shit you did. You said the game is losing popularity. Look at the numbers. But what they don't realize, okay, you had 1 billion views and counting with the slam dunk contest with Matt McClung. And then on top of that, when the OKC Thunder and when the Cleveland Cavaliers played, guess what? Ratings were through the roof. So they got to be able to look at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you got to do is just stick to the goddamn format when it comes to the East and West. That's all you got to do. It's simple as that. People are telling you we don't need all that. We don't look. We like Kevin Hart. He funny and everything. But come on, man, we can do less with all the antics and stuff like that. No, just get to the damn game, man. We don't need all this ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies, all that bullshit. All this tournament style bullshit. No, nigga, you could have played hard a full 48-minute game going hard. We got to talk behind the scenes, but I can't say. No, I understand what you're saying. You said Adam Silver and LeBron James both need to go. They need a real commissioner to run the NBA. Joe Dumars. Joe motherfucking Dumars, man. Joe Dumars. Joe Dumars knows the 80s. Well, he was in there in the 80s. He was in there in the 90s. He know how this NBA was. Get Joe Dumars in there, but they don't want to. They don't want to talk about Joe Dumars being a black commissioner. You know what I'm saying? We in Black History Month, even though it should be Black History Year. You know what I'm saying? Like, Joe Dumars should be running the league, man. Who you think was behind the 65 game rule and all that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was Joe Dumars. Man, bring that physicality back. Come on, Joe Dumars, man. You was a top level defender, man. You was a Finals MVP and everything, man. Come on, bruh. Man, get Joe Dumars in there, man. Adam Silver don't know shit about basketball, man. He knows about the market. He knows about business. He knows about what's trendy. As far as basketball, that motherfucker don't know nothing. You talk about you want to get the game back to, you want to have, what, 10-minute quarters? Man, get the fuck out of here. You said, they not gonna put they not gonna put a black man at the commission. That's what I'm saying. I would love for them to do that though. Cheyenne, Kobe Bryant, film room, Matt Moses. I would love that. You said who's my team, man? You must not be watching the channel, Liam. My favorite team is the Sixers. We're not doing that well right now, and I was just talking about it. Yeah, that's my team. But Joe Dumars, he deserves it. But they don't want to talk about that. The first black commissioner ever. Nah, I'm just fucking with you, Liam, man. You said I'm a Lakers fan. Okay, no, man, he was talking to me, Matt Moses. He talking to me, man. You know what I'm saying? No. Listen, man. Hey, somebody asking you who your team is, man. You might as well just go ahead and say all the teams in the NBA. Matt, you a Memphis Grizzlies fan? Man, look at it. Look, he a Golden State fan. Look, you done ordered a Luka jersey. Oh, OKC, yeah, I see it. OKC, I got OKC coming out the West, though. I got OKC coming out the West. And you know what, Liam? I think that they need to bring back the Supersonics. They're working on bringing back the Seattle Supersonics, too. Yeah, man. You got Memphis Grizzlies, man. No, man, look, Matt Moses, just say you a basketball fan, bro. All right? I would respect you more if you just say it. But all this, I can't keep up with you. Then we go to football. I know you a 49ers fan, but then next week you gonna be a Green Bay fan. Then you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You're like, no, I didn't tell you. I didn't tell you I was a Lakers fan. And then he'll put on the hat. I'm a Sixers fan. Man, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and that's why I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got a face to be a face of the league. Got a case to be a face of the league. I like SGA. Look, we all know his game is simple. You know what I'm saying? But SGA can get buckets. You can't be mad at him because he can get buckets. I mean, what you see, what you get. Look at Tim Duncan. His game was simple, dry, all that other stuff, boring and stuff like that. But Tim Duncan was winning, though. No, I ain't going to go that far. I'm not going to go that far. I'm not going to go that far. Man, in order for you to be Kobe, man, you got to, woo, you got to do a lot, man. You got to do a lot. I haven't seen nobody, man, with that type of I mean, he got the mentality and everything like that, but man, nah, I haven't really seen anybody like that. You know what I'm saying? I just haven't. Yeah, he's gonna be MVP. Yeah, he's gonna be MVP, man. And he should have got it last year. He should have got it last year, and I like Jokic. Yeah, man, nah, man. Nah. I listen, bro. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Not very many people can do 5 sets of 200 sit-ups. You know who was doing that? Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was doing that. Not very many guys can shoot 1,000 made jumpers. And then if you miss it, you got to start back over. You know who was doing that? Kobe Bryant was. Not everybody can do a 5-mile run every single morning in the off season. You know who was doing that? Kobe Bryant was. You know what I'm saying? Not very many people can do 20 suicides in 20 minutes. You know who was doing that shit? Kobe Bryant was. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why, like, when everybody sit up there, oh man, LeBron after Jordan, man. Kobe Bryant film room. Don't that I know that mother I know Kobe Bryant film room gets so pissed off every time they put LeBron next to Jordan. I'm like, and this like this is another thing. I just said this a couple minutes before you had came in, Kobe Bryant film room. I wish people would stop saying that Kobe was just like MJ. They was not alike, man. There were a lot of similarities, yes, but there were also a lot of differences. And also, Kobe put a lot of creativity on his own stuff too, man. Hold on, Leo. Let me get. There you go, Leo. Um, you said MJ was better. Of course he was. You said Tim Duncan was a killer, but SGA don't have to be a Kobe. Compete and be great. Yeah, and these guys, SGA said he don't want to be like Ant-Man has came out and said he don't want to be MJ. He don't want to be none of that stuff. SGA, he said that he don't want to be none of. They want to be themselves, and that's what I respect. I respect Ant-Man for saying that. I don't like the tacky shit he been doing lately. But I respect him for that. It's just like Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes said he don't want to be no MJ and none of that. They trying to create their own legacy. Jordan was trying to create his own legacy, man. Kobe was like, nigga, MJ, nah, it's Kobe. I'm trying to be me. Hell yeah, I like AI. Bubba Chuck, yes. That was my favorite player at one point. That Kobe and MJ two go. Yeah, but they're different, man. Kobe was a better ball handler. Kobe shot the three better. Okay? Kobe, one could argue Kobe worked harder. His work ethic was a little bit better or whatever. But in terms of the clutch gene factor, I gotta give it to Jordan. But it don't take anything away from them in terms of athleticism. Gotta still give it to Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Making teammates better. They both when they first came in, they had to be heavy. They tried to they was gonna try to get theirs or whatever. But you got to understand that the shooting guard position and the point guard position was completely different. But Jordan was having to do everything. But if I had to give the edge in terms of making teammates better and stuff like that, I a slight edge to Jordan or whatever. Um, Moves in the post, I got to give it to Jordan. But at the same time, who had a better finishing package, I got to give it to Kobe. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that we could go on. You know what I'm saying? Because Kobe was doing. I mean, you saw Jordan, but you ain't see. You ain't see Jordan 360. Like when somebody is trailing you, you know how dangerous that is. Kobe was doing that type of shit when Jay Will, aka White Chocolate, when he was trailing him when he played for the Memphis Grizzlies, Kobe 360 and cocked that motherfucker back, and then took the ball and handed it to White Chocolate. That's phenomenal, man. You said we don't need the next Jordan and the next Kobe. Yeah, exactly. You said who's my favorite current NBA player right now? I got a few of them. You know what I'm saying, but um, I'll probably go just because of his tenacity and everything. I got to go with SGA. But I also like Ant Man, and I like Wimby, and I see in there. If you try to be Kobe, you're gonna fall short because your name is shy. You can't be another man. Yeah, exactly. Listen, man. I just want these guys to be themselves. It's like with Victor Wembanyama, right? Take this for an example. Liam, Kobe Bryant, Matt Moses, Shyam, everybody that's up in here, right? Check this out. Everybody want Wimby to be, Shaquille O'Neal. They want him to be Wilt Chamberlain. They want him to be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem Olajuwon, all these other. Wimby can only be Wemby. Like for instance, he's not gonna be Shaquille O'Neal because he's not built that way. Okay, he ain't gonna be Wilt Chamberlain because their games are pretty much entirely different or whatever. Okay, and he just not doing the shit that Wilt what they said Wilt was doing back in them days. He ain't gonna be Hakeem Olajuwon, you know what I'm saying? Because he's not out there making motherfuckers miss like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let him develop and let him. Are there potential? Yes, he's leading the league in blocks 2 years in a row. You know what I'm saying? Why can't we say that? Why can't we say it's great to see a guy step out 7'4" and shoot 37% for the season? That we haven't seen before. Let this guy develop, man. It's great to see a 7'4" motherfucker be able to handle the rock, cross him up, and get to the rack. It's great to see a guy that can pick and pop and pick and roll. It's great to see him on defense to be able to be tenacious or whatnot and read a pick and roll and also be able to recover at the same time. It's great to see a 7'4" dude step out and guard a motherfucker that's 6'2". You said the next Manute Bol? Hell nah, he way better than Manute Bol. Hell no. And God rest his soul. Bo, even though he been balling lately, and then, see, a lot of people thought that Bo was gonna be what Wemby was, but Bo kept getting injured. He kept getting injured, but nah, he way better than all them guys, all them Goliaths, like Mark Eaton, God rest his soul, stuff like that. But the NBA was a little bit different back then, you know what I'm saying? But Manute Bol, he was a tremendous shot blocker too, as well as Mark Eaton. Got to know your history too, man. But nah, Wemby's on a whole nother level. Wemby can cross you up. Wemby can pull up. Wemby got dimes. Wemby can pass the ball 7'4". That's why a lot of people you probably draw the comparisons to Wilt Chamberlain, because Wilt Chamberlain led the league in assists too. Dikembe Mutombo, and shout out to Dikembe Mutombo too. God rest his soul, man. They're gonna name the humanitarian award after him too as well. Shout out to him, and shout out to Sports and Fitness Rants, because I saw that on his channel. But shout out to Dikembe Mutombo, man. Shout out to Dikembe Mutombo, man. One of the great shot blockers of all time. But yeah, man, like, let this guy create his own legacy, man. Like, he ain't gonna be none of those guys that you want him to be. If you want him to be all bulky like Shaquille O'Neal and stuff like that, that's not his frame, man. Kobe Bryant film, what you say? You said Kobe and Mike came into the league full of dogs. They had to take over. It's a new generation. Each generation has its own rules, challenges, and so Shea is not gonna have the desire to kill like they did. I think, but you know what though? Kobe Bryant film room. I think that Shea does have that. He had that tenacity, because this is the thing, man. Shea just want to play ball. Shea done been doubted. They don't talk about SGA. It's like they gotta forcefully talk about him. You know what I'm saying? They would rather sit up there and talk about LeBron and the Lakers and stuff like that, which I don't have a problem with the Lakers, but they talk about LeBron before they talk about SGA, who SGA is the number one guy in the MVP, who they should be talking about. And then, a couple seasons ago, it was, between Jokic and it was between Giannis, who they didn't really want to talk about because they say that their games is boring, or they say Giannis is one-dimensional and all this other stuff. Nah, their guys is winning. Guy playing defense, you know what I'm saying? He ain't one-dimensional. If he was one-dimensional, he'd just be doing one thing. No, he doing two things. He doing a multitude of different things. Got Defensive Player of the Year. Got Finals MVP. Got MVP. You know what I'm saying? Boy got hardware. I'm talking about Giannis. He's just gonna be a 2-time or 3-time MVP. Who you talking about? Who you talking about? SGA? Not if he keep killing the way he is, and he got nothing but time, man. He's still young. He's still young, man. Nah, man. If he keep killing the way he doing, if he get a ring, then we got to be talking about who's the king. Then we got to be talking about who's that guy, who's that number one. You know what I'm saying? Ja Morant too. You see Ja Morant, but see Ja Morant, I don't want him to keep getting hurt the way he does, man. Says Shay's the killer, but it's different society. Kobe and Mike were old school. I think SGA does have an old school mentality. Let me tell you why. Kobe Bryant film room. He does have an old school mentality because let me tell you why. He shuts up. You don't see him all in the videos. You don't see him, you know what I'm saying, singing, dancing, all this other stuff, talking 24/7. You know what? He like, look, and old school mentality, check this out. A lot of people have compared him to Alex English. Like, what you see, what you get. You know what I'm saying? Look, he just going to come out there. He gonna get his 40, 30, 40, 50 or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and they gonna win. And they ain't even gonna talk about it. The Real T in the building, what's going down, man? How you feeling? You said, my bad, I'm gonna head out. No, it's all good. Hey, salute to you, man. Thank you for stopping through, Liam. Yeah, man, we was up in here talking about Paul George. We talk about everything, man. We talk about everything, man. But I think that SGA, that's one of the reasons why I like him, Kobe Bryant film room, because he got an old school mentality. Like Jokic, I think Jokic got an old school mentality. You know what I'm saying? I think Russell Westbrook got an old school mentality. Oh, okay. Yeah, but I think Jokic had a old school mentality, man. I'm just being 100, man, because you're not gonna find everybody not cut from the same cloth as a Jordan, as a Kobe, some of these other greats that came before us, man. You're just not gonna find that or whatever. So it's gonna be hard for you to say, okay, yeah, Shea is like SGA is like Kobe or SGA is like MJ or something like that. I'm just like, nah, they building their own legacy. You know what I'm talking about? They building their own legacy. And I appreciate that. It's just like with Jokic. He don't do no talking. He goes out there. They don't talk about him that much. You said you sounded like shit. Like, yeah, man. I'm just saying though. Like Kobe Bryant film room. Like, why do you want a motherfucker like LeBron all the time? Gotta be in the video. Gotta be here. Gotta be there. Singing, dancing. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Come to death row. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I just like, look, create your own legacy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm about. That's what Kobe was trying to do. He was trying to create his own legacy. Yeah, did he take from Michael Jordan? Absolutely. But what you don't know, there's plenty of players that took from Michael Jordan. KG, he took from Michael Jordan. Paul Pierce, he took from Michael Jordan. Tracy McGrady, he took from Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Everybody took from MJ, man. That's what you're supposed to do. If you can perfect it, though, or damn near perfect it and master it, shit. But see, back then, Kobe Bryant film room, check this out. A lot of people was hating on him. He took a lot of slack for that, too, man. That motherfucker took a lot of slack for it, too, man. Listen, man. After that All-Star game, they was asking that motherfucker silly question. When they booed him in Philly and shit, they were like, yeah, did you pattern your game after Jordan and stuff like that? Man, they was hating on him, man. You had to have lived through that time to understand. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant know what I'm talking about. You had to have lived through that time. Man, all these people that sit up there, oh yeah, Kobe Bryant was my favorite player. Motherfucker, you didn't even like Kobe. Half of y'all motherfuckers didn't even like that nigga, man. There was a time, man, where Kobe was public enemy number one. He was public enemy number one. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Vince Carter, he tried to, they was gonna try to market around Vince Carter at one time, but he just didn't have that mentality like Kobe did. They were gonna try to market around T-Mac. He just didn't. I mean, he couldn't hack it like Kobe could. He wasn't as successful as Kobe was. He wasn't driven like Kobe. You know what I'm talking about? They weren't as tenacious as Kobe. You know, so that's why, like, you know, when I hear guys like Paul George sitting up there, you know, these guys need to play harder and stuff like that. Motherfucker, your ass need to play harder. Shit, your ass need to get out there and play harder, man. Shit, you don't see Kobe up in there two points in 37 minutes. You say Kobe was like Black Jesus. Who? Nah, that's my yeah, man. Yeah. Like, you know, dog, man, it's just a different mentality. And Kobe was trying to bust your ass. Now, I hate when people talk about, yeah, Kyrie Irving is a little version of Kobe and all this other stuff. No, he ain't, man. I mean, Kyrie Irving is a tremendous player. He does have a Mamba mentality because I like what Kyrie Irving doing right now. Kyrie Irving is playing hot. I mean, not hot. He playing hurt. He playing with a bulging disc in his back, and on top of that, he got a messed up shoulder. You said, oh yeah, but they ended up killing Lamar Highlander style. I never turned on Bean, even though after Shaq left, but Kobe and well, this is the thing, man, about that right here, right? Everybody wanna, and I got to get into some real deep conversation about this, and I got to be serious about this. Now, a lot of people they disrespect Kobe because of that situation that happened between him and Shaquille O'Neal or whatever. Um, they felt like, oh yeah, Kobe wanted them out of there and stuff like that. But what people don't really know is that actually there was an option given to Shaquille O'Neal in the sense that, okay, you know, are you truly happy here? Because they wanted things to work, but at the same time, Shaq wanted to continue to be who he was. Let me tell you, I think Kobe Bryant film room knows this. Kobe Bryant was not the only one that was getting sick of Shaquille O'Neal coming into camp out of shape, man, and having to play his way into shape. It wasn't just him. Everybody was tired of it on the team. You know, like, and Kobe was becoming that leader after a while. He had to, you know, at first he wasn't the leader, but then you knew after that first finals, after that second championship, it was clear it was Kobe's team. Even though Shaquille O'Neal had the finals MVPs and everything like that, it was clear who took the mantle. It was clear who took the mantle, man. It was clear. It was clear who took the mantle. But I don't like when people talk about that because they sit up there and they say like, oh yeah, well Kobe wanted him gone and all this other stuff. Nah, Kobe was trying to tell him like, look, we want you here. We man, listen, because if we being honest, Kobe Bryant film, I'm gonna be honest with you. Kobe and Shaq together, man, they could have won about two more championships. If and especially if Shaq, the way that Shaq was playing at that time. Yeah, you say Kobe. Jerry West wanted to play faster, and he wanted to get younger. Yeah, exactly. And but the thing about it is, what people don't really know, they still wasn't even all that fast or whatever. They still slowed the pace down when they got Phil. When Phil had came back or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and won them two championships and everything. Yeah, Jerry, but yeah, I know what you mean or whatever. When but the thing about it is they weren't Showtime. That's what people had to understand. They were a set it up half court team, triangle, everybody, you know, have a chance to touch the ball type of team. Then they went through a transition because you had Kobe there by himself. You understand what I mean? He was there by himself, and they, you know, it was a tumultuous period. Everybody was like wondering if Kobe was going to be able to to win by himself or whatever. Then they got the pieces again. Then they went back to kind of the same style. You had that, that point forward in Lamar Odom. You know what I'm saying? You had Bynum, who was on the verge of being a destructive big man, up until he got lazy and injuries and all that shit he was doing with his hair and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? You said Jeannie dated Phil. Man, let's just say she was fucking the shit out of him. Well, I don't know, just like she did everybody else. But anyway, yeah, man, that wasn't no goddamn relationship, man. Shit. Let's just keep it real, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they dated. Yeah. Him and everybody else. Shit, man, she was busting that shit open for everybody over there in crypto and goddamn Staples Center, the Forum, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? She wanted them goddamn. I don't know if y'all remember, man. She should be on one of them goddamn Girls Gone Wild tape. This is my first time. You said they messed up getting rid of Jerry. Well, we know who did it. It was Jeannie Buss. It was her. Yeah. God rest his soul. Jeannie, yeah, playing them, but yeah, Jeannie Busted Wide Open. That's her nickname, Jeannie Busted Wide Open. You know what I'm saying? Linda Rambert's probably a freak too. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you back? Liam said, I'm back. He said he back like he never left, man. We still up in here, man. Yeah, man. She was rubbing LeBron left. Yeah, LeBron was probably rubbing on that WAP, too. You know she a freak, man. You know he would take, man. He was like, take that. Now, y'all want to talk about Diddy? He would take that. Hell yeah, Rodman. Well, you know Rodman go crazy. Yeah, look, Kobe Bryant film room, Liam, Cheyenne, Matt Moses. You know Rodman up in that motherfucker, man. You know Rodman gonna get there. You know, hey, look, you should have seen the way she was looking at Luka. hey, you know when Luka came, she's like, ooh, fresh meat. Pause. She's like, hurry up, LeBron, leave. She ready to hop in the sack with Luka. You know that Luka played. I really don't want you to tell LeBron any of this, okay? She's like, don't worry, Luka. Your secret is always safe with me. Yeah, man. That's why Luka. You know, Luka like, hey, LA might not be that bad. I have Jeannie. You know what I'm saying? Nah, like, keep it real though, man. Hey, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Like, keep it real. Would y'all, everybody in here, would y'all smash Jeannie? Just be honest, man. Hey, look, you can be honest. Angela Bell, what's going down? How you feeling? Just like Kim Kardashian, yeah, and on top of that, Kim Kardashian doing some messed up stuff to Kanye, though, talking about she trying to ban Kanye from seeing his kids. Nah, man, I'm asking y'all, hey, press 1 if you're smash, press 2 if you're pass. Jeannie Busted Wide Open. One smash, 2 pass. Jeannie Busted Wide Open. Man, stop it, man. You'll have a 1-night stand, 2-night stand, 3-night stand. You'll have about 4 nightstands in there. Talking about 1-night stand. No, you wouldn't, man. You have about 4, 5 nightstands. You wouldn't be telling nobody either. They'll accuse Cheyenne. They'll be like, Cheyenne, you slept with her, didn't you? Yeah, but it was just a 1-night stand, man. It just a 1-night stand. No, sober, nigga. Don't try that shit, Kobe Bryant film room. Sober. Don't try to shit. I don't want to hear none of this. Oh, I was drunk. None of that other shit. Nah. Listen, man, y'all like Jeannie Buss is ugly. Jeannie Buss is beautiful. She just got her ways, man. She ain't ugly. I got suspended. Man, you got suspended. Dang, why you get suspended? You said, I bet Derek Fisher, a.k.a. MILF Snatcher. Of course you know Derek Fisher, man. Derek Fisher trying to smash everybody. He trying to smash everybody's wife, girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Nah, keep Derek Fisher away. Nah, look, I want to know 1, 2. Look, just for the simple 1, 2. 1, will you smash? 2, will you pass? Will you pop that balloon? And I'm not talking about popping a balloon as if, you know, you actually gonna pop that cherry. You know what I'm saying? Pop go to weasel, not that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about popping a balloon to get rid of her. That's what I want to know. Oh, you about to fight? Damn. But where'd you get suspended from, man? Angelo Bell said, so we outside of the club, so you think I'm a punk? So I go for the loaded take 9 that's up in the trunk. Angelo Bell said, I ain't never scared. I remember that, man. I used to like that song. Man, look, man, y'all ain't even cooperating. I said to put 1 or 2. 1 if you gonna smash, 2 if you gonna pass, man. You'll never, and I mean never, leave your girl right. Exactly, man. I guess that's how. See, y'all dancing around it. See, I can't even ask y'all. Look, I guess y'all ashamed to say that y'all would hit it. Look, if Jeannie Buss came up in there, man, y'all would do it. I'm gonna just go ahead and say y'all would do it. Kobe Bryant Film Room would, Cheyenne would. I'm pretty sure Angela Bell would. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Matt Moses would. Liam, I'm pretty sure he would. You know the real would. I mean, look, bro. Nah, man, whatever, man. Look, I'm gonna put a cap right there by Kobe Bryant Film Room. You know that cap. Oh man, he'd be like, look, hey, look, don't you tell nobody about this. Don't you tell nobody about this. Yeah, I know. Yeah, man, yeah. Kobe Bryant Film Room, though, he wouldn't tell nobody. He put 2 right there, but in his mind, he like, hey, Jeannie, you know what I'm saying? You know I was just capping earlier, you know. I work the school system. I don't like how the sub teacher was treating. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. Pop, 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 pop. Gotta fuck him up. Yeah, hell yeah. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't play when it comes to that, man. We had a dude up in there, man, that was trying to do that to the students or whatever, man. We had, you know, it was way back in the day. Yeah, man. Nah, you don't do that, man, to handicapped students. Not at all. I rock with you on that one. Absolutely. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Angela Bell, man. Yeah, man. But nah, man, I'm getting ready. You said now, if I were drinking, Jeannie would get. Nah, man. Nah, I don't want to hear none of it. See, Kobe Bryant, man, sober or drunk, I don't want to hear none of that, man. I don't want to hear none of that. Because at the end of the day, man, when you let off, man, you still the feeling's still gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear none of this drunk, sober. You know what I'm saying? A 30 pack or a whole bunch of shots of tequila or vodka, whatever the hell you drinking, cognac, whatever. I don't want to hear none of that. You gonna do it regardless. But nah, man. Again, make sure y'all go sub to the homie Kobe Bryant Film Room. I got to get up out of here. Make sure y'all like the video, share it, subscribe, hit the notifications too, so that you are properly notified. Straight to the point. Shouts out to the whole entire LDBC, Lions Den, basketball, boxing community. Until then, man, I'm out.